Hey guys, what is up? A very good morning, and today is a very special day because yesterday we reached the 10,000 subscribers. So with that said, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you on this journey with me. Since day one, pretty much the goal was to reach 10,000 subscribers. Well, at least first of all, it was like the goal to reach 100 subscribers, and of course, yeah, day after day and week after week, you kind of start just shifting that goal from, let's say, 100 to 1,000 to eventually also 10,000. So massive thank you to all of you. We're going to be doing a massive giveaway very soon. But with that said, do not forget to leave a like underneath this video, and let's dive in to the markets and see what has been going on with the major dollar pairs and of course gold. So kicking it off with the dollar index. The dollar index has currently been pushing back downwards since that 50% mark. So this is really interesting to see in the markets, that when you have a swing range, so for instance from this low to this high, the 50% mark will nearly always act as a dynamic area of support and resistance. And as we can see, it's pretty obvious that the market found resistance there. So at the moment we're dumping back downwards, and I'm just really curious to see what we're going to be doing at this low. Like I mentioned on Friday, this was pretty much the lowest low from where we have to move back upwards. So at the moment I'm just going to be waiting to see where the market is going to be heading next. Either we're going to see a close below over here or a close above over there, and that will kind of indicate where the market will be heading next. If we see close below here, this is your high. This is then of course your new low, and then you want to see like a pullback, then further shorts. Or if we see a close above here, then it means okay, we're bullish again. Then you would, for instance, would want to see like a pullback into here, and then boom for longs. So yeah, that's pretty much it from the dollar index. What I'll be waiting for, it's just pretty much a waiting game. I wouldn't be surprised if we do push up higher due to the fact that we already kind of faked out on this low, so liquidity has been grabbed over here, and now you want to kind of grab liquidity over here. But on the other hand, let's just wait and see what happens. At the moment there's not much to be said. So with that said, let's head over to Aussie dollar. And Aussie dollar, so this area of demand is a zone that I pointed out on Friday. As we can see at the moment, we just missed it. Wouldn't be surprised if we now take out this low and then, for instance, see the real pump in towards the highs once again. That's pretty much just what I'm going to be waiting for. Quickly adding in the fair value gap indicator, we can, however, see that we did tap that fair gap line to absolute perfection. So yeah, at the moment still though just gonna be waiting for another fake out on this low. So yep, that is it from Aussie dollar. At the rest of the time, yeah, so for the rest, what you can clearly see is, and this is something I pointed out last week or at the beginning of the week, like this is the fake out high, right? And as you can obviously see, we faked out on that high. Straight away you see a bearish reaction. So at the moment I wouldn't be surprised, however, still that we see a push up higher, at least in towards here, and of course eventually in towards my area of daily supply up above over here. However, this is just something that I want to explain to you guys, that when you do see kind of like this high, obvious high with a clean move, 9 out of 10 times you can really easily grab some pips. So for instance over here, if you just set a sell limit on the high, that's another 80 pips in the bag very easily. So yeah, that's something you could potentially test for yourselves. Then euro dollar. So euro dollar at the moment, not very much going on. What's really nice to see over here is that this is a swing low, this is a swing high. Clear liquidity being built up above the high over there. Fake out on it, drop over here, clear low with a clean move next to it. Fake out on the low, reversal up. So the market is really getting easier to read and read. So just keep that in mind when trading. Look for these obvious swing points in market structure. Look for kind of liquidity being built up, and then try and trade these moments, because if you just simply set orders on them, that's 116 pips, and back down again to the maximum point is again 55 pips. So yeah, looking at euro dollar at the moment, what do I expect? Well, it's a pretty hard market to read at the moment. Looking at the lower time frame, not really seeing anything like that obvious. But looking at the 4 hour, I would prefer us to push down one more time, at least back down in towards that 50% mark, and towards this low to at least create like a 1, 2, 3, 50% mark of the overall range, and of course a higher time frame area of demand. So yeah, that's euro dollar. Then pound dollar. So pound dollar played out to absolute perfection, as I explained last week. As we can see, the short clearly played out beautifully back down in towards this other demand zone, textbook setup. So now we pulled back up again in towards, let's say, supply. But yeah, I'm not really keen on pound dollar at the moment. It's just consolidating at the moment, so we kind of need to wait for the next move on this pair. Kind of wait and see, okay, are we going to start breaking down lower, or are we going to start breaking up higher? So yeah, just consolidating, not much. Kiwi dollar on the daily, still not much, waiting for either demand or supply to get hit. And then we have GJ, so GJ, obvious, boom, as we can now see, it's playing out before our eyes. We can clearly see liquidity built up above this swing high, and straight away on the lower time frame, what are we seeing? We're seeing a bearish reaction time and time again, guys. And I'm just explaining this in this video. You can see it like on all pairs, euro dollar, Aussie dollar, pound yen, everywhere it is happening. So for now, I'm waiting for shorts on pound yen from this area of supply. Then back to gold. So gold reacted beautifully to my area of demand located over here, which I pointed out on, what was it, Friday, I think. So yeah, you could have taken a long over here. Let's say you just took a long from demand. That was an easy 75 pips on gold. At the moment, what am I expecting? Well, there's not much going on. We pretty much had like this area of supply, not a very strong area of supply, just missed out on it. Looking at the 4 hour at the moment, what can we expect? Yeah, I'm just kind of going to be looking out for this liquidity low, kind of see we see liquidation on that low, and then the next push up again. I'll be keeping an eye on the 15-minute to see what's going to be going on, because at the moment on the 15, this is your swing range from this high down towards this low. So I would prefer us to see like one more close below, and then this becomes your swing high. Then it's a lot easier to take those longs, because otherwise we have to wait for this high to get taken out. And now we can wait, for instance, for this high to get taken out if we do see close below here. So market structure will become more favorable for our longs. So yeah, that's that pretty much for today, guys. Yeah, I wish you all a fantastic day. If you have any questions, by the way, just let me know in the community. I'll be sharing some setups over there as well. Thanks, guys.